You might feel lost right now. You might feel like you failed. But what if that failure is not the end? What if it's the setup for your greatest comeback? Listen closely. Steve Jobs didn't start as a genius with a perfect plan. He started as a kid who didn't fit. He was adopted. And even though he was loved, there was always a question inside him. Where do I belong? Then he went to college. And on the outside, it looked like the right path. But inside, he felt empty. He looked at the cost, and he knew his parents were struggling. And he thought, why am I here if I don't even know what I'm doing? So he did something most people can't do. He quit. No safety, no plan, no guarantee. For a while, life got rough. He slept on friends' floors. He returned bottles just to buy food, but he didn't stop, and that's the lesson. Sometimes, your life gets quiet before it gets loud. Sometimes you feel lost before you find your direction. If you're in that season right now, don't quit. Just keep moving. If you're still moving forward, comment, "I'm still moving." After Jobs dropped out, he didn't just give up. He kept learning. But he learned differently. He stopped chasing what was useful and started following what was interesting. He walked into classes that had nothing to do with money. One of those classes was calligraphy. It was about fonts, spacing, beauty. And people would say, "Why are you studying this? This won't pay your bills." But Jobs didn't care. He followed curiosity. 10 years later, when he built the Macintosh, that one useless class changed everything. Because Mac became the first computer with beautiful typography. And then the whole world copied it. Jobs, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You only connect them looking back. So here's what you do. Trust the dots. Trust your curiosity. Trust the thing you love, even if no one understands it yet. Write down one interest you've been ignoring. Start with that. Steve Jobs was only 20 when he built Apple in a garage. No fancy office, no big team, no investors, just a small space and a big dream. And this is important. He didn't wait until he felt ready. He started while he was scared. He started while he didn't know everything. He started while people doubted him. That is what separates winners. They start early. They learn fast. They improve every day. Apple grew. It became huge. But success came with pressure. The higher you climb, the harder life can hit. And here is the lesson. If you build your life on something you don't love, you will quit when it gets hard. But if you build it on purpose, you keep going. Ask yourself today, do I love what I'm building? If not, change direction before it's too late. Then the impossible happened. Steve Jobs got fired from Apple, the company he created. Imagine building your dream and getting kicked out of it. It was public, it was humiliating, it was painful. He said he felt like a failure, like he lost everything. But here's what changed his life. He realized he still loved the work. So he started again. He built Next. He built Pixar. And years later, he returned to Apple, stronger, smarter, more focused. Sometimes, life removes you from a place so you can become the person you need to be. Failure is not a stop sign. It's a redirection. If you feel rejected right now, comment, "This is not the end," because your comeback is real. Jobs said he asked himself one question every morning. If today was the last day of my life, would I do what I'm about to do today? And if the answer was no, too many times, he changed his life. Then he got diagnosed with cancer, and suddenly, everything became clear. He said remembering death is the best way to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose, because you don't. Your time is limited. So don't live a life that isn't yours. Don't follow someone else's expectations. Don't wait for permission, because one day you will be gone. That's not fear, that's power. Pause now. Ask yourself, if this was my last year, what would I change? Then do one small thing today. At the end, Steve Jobs gave 2 words that can change your life. Stay hungry. Stay foolish. Stay hungry means never settle, never stop learning, never stop wanting more from yourself. Stay foolish means don't be afraid to look stupid. Don't be afraid to start again. Don't be afraid to start again. Don't be afraid to try something nobody understands, because the world rewards people who dare. Your time is limited. Don't live someone else's life. Don't let the noise of others drown out your voice. Have the courage to follow your heart, because deep down, it already knows who you're meant to become. If this story helped you, subscribe for more motivation and share it with someone who needs direction today. Stay hungry. Stay foolish.